Did you know that Japan boasts the highest life expectancy in the world? Over 71,000 of the 2.31 million Japanese people over 90 in 2019 were also over 100. Have the Japanese found the key to eternal life, then? Despite having a rich and historical cultural legacy, Japan has become one of the most innovative and technologically sophisticated nations since 1950. Japan places a high value on education and ranks among the most literate nations in the world. There is a clear appreciation of the beauty of nature as well as an interest in balance and structure. Some facts about Japan. Its customs and lifestyle quirks may surprise us. There is definitely a lot we can learn from their lifestyles. Let's dive in. Number 1. Tokyo is the most crowded city on the planet. I bet you saw this one coming. The Greater Tokyo Metropolitan Region includes 3 areas and is home to Tokyo, Japan's capital. Tokyo is predicted to have a population of 38.14 million people, making it the world's most populated megacity. Number 2. Japan has a population that is 98.5% Japanese. This may appear absurd, yet the modern world is growing more multicultural. In Japan, however, this is not the case. This is primarily due to strict immigration procedures and a cultural attitude dedicated to preserving its distinct and historic culture rooted in centuries-old traditions. Number 3. Canned food restaurants can be found in Japan. I didn't expect this one. But Japan is also a terrific trip for canned food aficionados since there are many restaurants and pubs that specialize in this cuisine. Mr. Kanso is the most well-known chain of such establishments. These restaurant shelves are stocked with a wide variety of canned goods from all over the world. Even the most discerning visitor will find something new to taste thanks to the diversity on the shelves. Speaking of canned goods, vending machines are everywhere in Japan. You'll see them selling anything from sake and beer to tea and food on the streets. And believe me, you can get your underwear from one as well. That's convenient. Number 4. Japan has a very long life expectancy. In terms of average life expectancy, Japan and Hong Kong are almost matched at 83.6 years and 84 years, respectively. Many people credit Japan's long life expectancy to the country's traditionally better diet than that of Western countries. Their diet includes more fish, less red meat, more veggies, and fewer amounts of. The Japanese hot springs are most likely responsible for the country's remarkable life expectancy. The Japanese visit these hot springs, known as onsens, for their medicinal effects. I will be trying these springs on my next visit. Number 5. There are several active volcanoes in Japan. In Japan, there are a total of 110 active volcanoes. Scientists monitor 47 of these active volcanoes because of previous eruptions or the threat of an eruption. Yikes, I'll be staying far from those. Number 6. Every year, almost 15 earthquakes occur. That's right, Japan is situated on or near 4 separate tectonic plates. The tectonic plates are the Pacific, Eurasian, North American, and Filipino plates. Japan is one of the world's earthquake-prone countries. The majority of these earthquakes are tiny and unnoticed, although massive and devastating earthquakes occur on occasion. Number 7. 67% of Japan is covered by forests. When you think of Japan, you usually think of its countless cities. Surprisingly, forests cover 67% of Japan. It is fairly unusual to come across signs on woodland pathways advising people to be on the lookout for black bears. Really, Japan has black bears. Number 8. The Japanese have a strong attachment to nature. Most Japanese people have an insatiable appreciation for and love of nature. This is due to the Shinto religion's entrenched spirituality. That is only one of many interesting facts about Japan. The reason for this is that Shinto adherents believe that spirits inhabit everything in nature, from rivers to mountains to rocks. Number 9. Japan has the world's deepest underwater post box. Suzami is home to the world's deepest underwater mailbox, which is an intriguing Japan fact. Suzami is a popular fishing village in Wakayama Province. In 2002, the town's deepest underwater mailbox was officially recognized by Guinness World Records. Since 1999, the mailbox has been 30 feet underwater and has received over 32,000 pieces of mail. Number 10. Mount Fuji is a sacred site. Mount Fuji is not simply Japan's tallest peak. It has also been a spiritual location for Shinto pilgrims since the 7th century. The wonderful thing is that Princess Konohana Sakuya is the Shinto religion's kami of Mount Fuji. Her emblem is the cherry blossom. Even if you are not a Shintoist, you should visit. Number 11. Japan has non-melting ice cream. This is one of the fun facts about Japan for kids. Because the ice cream will ultimately melt, the name is a little deceptive. It appears that the non-melting ice cream will take several hours to thaw. Consider this, kids. This is without a doubt the greatest of the Japan facts so far. Yummy. The finding happened by chance as scientists were working with strawberry chemistry. This was done to assist farmers affected by the 2011 earthquake. Talk about a tasty coincidence. Number 12. Portugal was the first country in Europe to visit Japan. When the Portuguese landed at Nagasaki's harbor in 1543, they became the first European country to visit Japan. This first Portuguese visit marked the beginning of the Nanban trading period, which lasted from 1543 until 1614. The Japanese and Portuguese exchanged openly during this time period. Japan was exposed to new technology and cultural norms like European firearms, armor, and ships. Another startling discovery from this time period is that the Portuguese introduced tempura to Japan. Tempura has subsequently become one of the restaurant's most popular meals. Number 13. For a time, Japan was completely isolated from the rest of the world. Tokugawa Iemitsu, Japan's shogun, closed Japan to all foreigners in 1635 due to the huge effect that European culture had on Japan from their first meeting in 1543. Anyone caught utilizing European goods was punished during this time period. This law, known as the Sakoku Edict of 1635, was in effect for almost 200 years. True, Japan has a highway that runs through a building. The Hanshin Expressway goes straight through the 5th, 6th, and 7th floors of the Gate Tower building in Osaka. Because the walls and floors are soundproof, the personnel in the building are oblivious to the roadway. Furthermore, the roadway does not physically contact the structure. Number 14. The Japanese eat a healthy diet. The Japanese diet is usually recognized as one of the world's healthiest. Traditional foods like rice, fish, and vegetables are included in the diet. People in Japan consume fewer fatty meals and more minerals and vitamins. Diet is one of the variables that contribute to Japan's long life expectancy. Number 15. The world's last emperor. Japan is the only country in the world with an emperor. Even though the emperor of Japan has minimal power and acts mostly as a symbolic figure, he remains an important aspect of Japanese culture. The current emperor of Japan is Naruhito, following his father, Emperor Akihito's abdication on April 30, 2019. He came to the throne on May 1, 2019. Number 16. Hikers will love Japan. While hiking is not the first thing that most people think of when they visit Japan, the country does have a good supply of mountains and hiking paths. Furthermore, due to the country's geographical variety, there are several different sorts of treks to select from. Hiking up the beautiful Mount Fuji will put your physical and mental stamina to the test. A UNESCO-recognized path for walking over the Japanese Alps is available. As a hiker myself, this is definitely on my bucket list. Number 17. Japan has the 6th longest coastline in the world. Japan has the 6th longest coastline in the world. It just edges out Australia, the United States, and Antarctica for 10th place. It has hiking routes, cliffs, hiking trails, and peaceful seaside villages, as well as some of the world's largest fishing ports. Number 18. The well-known Kitaamezaki Cliffs. Kitaamezaki Cliffs are 650 feet cliffs along a 5-mile section of the Rikuchu coastline in northern Iway. The region is well known for taking first place in the category Natural Resource Coast in 1999. The best view of the shoreline is from the Kitaamezaki Observatory. The observatory has 3 unique viewing decks, each at a different height. These decks provide many views of the shore from a single position. Number 19. Japan is exceptionally clean. Japan's streets are clean. Even in Tokyo, the capital and a vast megacity, all streets are spotless and litter-free. However, how does Japan accomplish this? It all comes down to their thinking. Japanese people seldom litter the streets. Furthermore, volunteers of all ages clean the streets just because they desire to live in a clean city. Japan is a fascinating country. There you have it, some fascinating facts about Japan. Of course, these fascinating truths do not end there, and there are many more to be revealed. Japan is a 2,000-year-old country with captivating traditions and a fascinating past. If anything, we hope this video has made you realize how fascinating Japan is, with so many diverse aspects to its culture. Take a visit to Japan and tell them Facts Grace sent you. Sayonara.